What's up, guys? Mitchell Watts with Town & Country TV, and today I'm here to show you one of the first trucks we've ever done like this. This is a lower truck that we have done at Town & Country for tccustoms.com. If you want some more information about this truck or customizing any vehicle that you possibly have out there. But in today's video, we're going to go over the factory equipment that you get on this truck, but we're also going to show you the ins and outs of exactly what we did to this truck to make it so unique. Coming up next. First up, let's tell you a little bit about the chassis itself. This is a 2019 Ford F-150, and it's based off the XL model. It's actually an STX appearance package that's built on top of that XL model. Now with that, you get a couple of different things, like the color keyed bumpers. You get the black honeycomb front grille, and it matches this build completely and to the T. Yeah, if you go with a normal XL, that's when it starts looking like a work truck. This is the perfect blend between the price point and the appearance as well. Now obviously we can do this on an XLT, a Lariat, King Ranch, Platinum, you name it. I wouldn't do it on a Raptor, but maybe you could. But in today's video, what we're going to do, tell you what, let's do this. Let's talk about the suspension while we're kind of right here on it. Now this is got a Ford Performance lowering kit, lowering suspension system automatically from Town & Country Customs, TC Customs. And what it is, it's a 1.5 inch drop in the front with a 2.5 inch drop in the rear. Now the wheels themselves, I'm very excited about this setup. These are the dub wheels. They're the 8-ball S187s. That's a weird name or a strange name, but the reason that they name it is pretty simple. It's an 8-spoke wheel. Now I love this wheel because, as you can see, it's a matte black finish that contrasts the black. It's a gloss black for the rest of the vehicle itself, but the matte black with the milled insert looks fantastic. I love how they have this flat face. Now obviously we're going to put black lug nuts on there because you can't put chrome lug nuts on a wheel setup like this. It would look crazy. But these wheels are wrapped around with a set of Nitto 420s. Now those are going to be a really nice high performance version of the tire, and keep in mind it's designed for a truck, and I absolutely love this wheel and tire combination. Next up, I want to talk about the tinted windows. Obviously we tinted these front two windows to match the rear. All of your Ford F-150s, everything above a work truck is going to have the rear privacy glass. What we've done is we've added the window tint to match the front to the rear, and it looks really nice, especially when you're talking about a truck that's already black in color. I want to talk about next, this is a Brp exhaust system, which I'm really loving this exhaust system because of how loud and aggressive the exhaust note is, and we're going to listen to that here in just a second. But I want to point out the fact to you that it exits in front of that rear tire. Now what's going to happen because of that, because it's so close to the cab itself where it exits, you're going to get a lot more noise on the inside, and it sounds a lot more aggressive. Your fuel economy is going to suffer because you're going to love the way it sounds. Now keep in mind that the Brp exhaust system is a little bit more of a budget version of the exhaust, and so with that you may not get the fit and the finish long term. You might have, I've heard a couple people say that the finish, that black finish, might rub off or might burn off after a couple of years of owning it, but right now I'm absolutely in love with this Brp exhaust. Now I want to talk about the actual bed cover itself. This is obviously a roll and lock bed cover, and one of the things, this is one of my new favorite bed covers, and there's a couple reasons for it. One is that it's really simple. If you wanted to close the bed cover, you don't have to flip the trifold and be strong to be able to do that. All you have to do is just pull the cord and it will automatically close, and you can pull it here, lock it, and everything's good to go. The nice thing about this roll and lock bed cover is it is a hard bed cover, as you can hear, but it's got a nice vinyl or a leather looking appeal to it up here. But it's real simple. If you want to open it up, it's one-handed operation. You can just push it forward and it automatically swings all the way open. The other reason I like this roll and lock bed cover is because it's not very deep. If my memory serves me correctly, it's only 7.5 inches from here to the bottom of the tub here. So if you need to slide something all the way to the front, some of these other bed covers that roll up take up a lot more space lower down. This one doesn't take up nearly the bed space of the competitors itself. Before we move into the interior of the vehicle, I almost forgot to let you listen to the exhaust system itself, that Brp. So without further ado, let's go ahead and crank it up and let you hear what it sounds like. Now on the inside of the vehicle itself, you'll see where this truck really comes together. It looks fantastic. Now keep in mind that this vehicle does not come with leather from the factory. What we've done is we have added a custom set of cat skin premium interior. And the reason that I love this is because it looks fantastic. Now the only downside to the STX is you don't get the power driver's seat that you get in the XLT, but then again, it can save you anywhere from $7,000 to $10,000 going from the STX up into the XLT. And so I think that's very good money saved, especially considering you still get the center console, you still get the Sync 3 touch screen system, and a lot of other really nice features that come on the STX. But taking a look at the actual seats themselves, it is a solid premium leather seat, and you'll notice that everything is double stitched, and you even have the perforated inserts in the center portion of the seat as well. One of the things I love about these seats is the black matches the top part and the dashboard, but you also have the gray inserts that match the gray inserts on the actual factory center console as well. It almost looks like this is the leather that Ford should have put in this truck from the very beginning. And by the way, if you work at Ford and you're watching this video, this is a great opportunity for you guys to make a little bit more money to make leather optional on the STX. Talking about the rear seats, just wanted to kind of give you an opportunity to see what those custom leather seats look like in the rear as well. But I wanted to show you another thing. This vehicle comes with a set of carpet floor mats from the factory. But what we have done is we've actually upgraded the floor mats on the inside to a different style of a floor mat. So as you can see back here, these are what Ford calls their tray style floor mats. And one of the reasons that I love this is because they actually wrap around the edges of the carpet, very similar to WeatherTech. In fact, a lot of people don't even realize, but these floor mats are actually made by WeatherTech for Ford Motor Company, and they're branded by Ford Motor Company. Now keep in mind that these are a little different than the WeatherTech because it's a softer plastic, or it's a softer rubber instead of a harder plastic that you get in the WeatherTech. But it's very good information to know that you have an option to go with a Ford branded liner if you really like WeatherTech as a company. And I personally do, because according to their branding, 100% of their stuff is made inside of the USA, and that's a win in my book. Underneath the hood of this particular vehicle is the 5.0 V8, as you probably guessed by the exhaust note from earlier, but I want to showcase it to you nonetheless. This one does have the stock form, and once again, as you can tell, we are looking for something that looks absolutely fantastic, that drives and handles perfectly, but we're also looking for going for a little bit of a budget option here, and that's one of the reasons that the engine underneath here is completely stock. We do have a couple of options for you. We have some Roush performance packs where you can get a cold air intake system, you can get a computer retune, a couple things like that, or you can go all the way out and go with a 650 horsepower supercharger from Roush Performance, and it doesn't void any of your warranty at all. So you have a couple of different options as far as the horsepower and performance goes. But one thing you'll notice if you get a chance to drive this car in person, which by the way, we'd love for you to come out and test drive it if you're ever in the Birmingham or Bessemer area, we would love to let you drive it. You'll realize that the power in this setup is not exactly lacking. I really would feel bad for a set of tires that if it had 650 horsepower in this setup, which by the way, this is kind of one of the reasons we built it, was because we wanted to make a Lightning inspired type of a pickup truck. And we know it doesn't look anything like a Lightning, but we wanted something that was lowered, that's something that where you could put your entire family in, but was still reasonably cost efficient. And so there you go. That is our video that showcases our custom lowered truck, tccustoms.com. Once again, if you want some more information and browse some of our inventory. Oh, and by the way, if you want to take a look at this truck behind me, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because we're going to post this video of this truck here in just a few days. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel, but also hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our other videos. Thank you so much for watching this video, and have a great day.